MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Polar Bears and the Thunder. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Antoine Fong, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Striding in, Ronnie Weeks. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, Ronnie Weeks.
And the pitch. Popped him up. Hayes is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Bobby Allard.
Digging in, Bobby Allard. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know what, D-Row? Now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
2-1 now. And a very comfortable 81 degrees as we get things started this evening. Swinging a ground ball to 3rd. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now the pitch. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
So coming to the plate, Jesus Pena coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting rate.
Mitch Drew is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. From the belt, the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Stepping in now, Bruce Castle, and a slider bounces, and that gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Aller, the runner at third. Pena on at second with 2 down. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Settling in now, Ty Watts. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. From the belt, the pitch.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
All even now, 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Polar Bears on top 1-0. Stephen Hoilkamp will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
Digging in, Brian Cannon, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now the pitch. Here's the pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. And another foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Stepping into the box, Adrian Esparza is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First pitch coming. Here it is.
No, that's low.
Esparza stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport. It's great to see.
Yeah, there's just no other way to slice it but the fact that if you're going to hang in for over 2 decades, you're probably Hall of Fame worthy, or at least have accrued the numbers to get you there. I mean, for people to stay in the game that long, the amount of adjustments you have to make and the ability to find a way to stay on the field, to go to the post and stay healthy for over 2 decades is mind-blowing.
Strike taken, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Looks like they're trying to be aggressive on the base pass in order to get that run back they gave up on the top of the first. I like that, especially early in the game, so we'll see if they can drive him in now.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. No one out with a runner at second. A swing and a high drive to right center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive it a run and ties us up at 1.
Standing in now, Scott Franchise, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The average entering play at 301, 27 homers and 68 runs batted in. Down the third baseline. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
So striding forward now, Mike Hayes. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch.
No ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. I got to count 1 and 2.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Two pitches fouled away. From the belt, the pitch.
Okay.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. Already their second double of this first inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short out.
To the plate now, Michael Lopez. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
23 pitches already here in the first inning. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Lopez tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Three and one.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. In at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
The second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So now to the plate, Tiny Ryan, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back safely. From the belt, the pitch. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
At the plate, Saul Worthing. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
He's set. Here it comes. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Three runs already home here. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And they are just teeing off on him right now. And even in just the first inning, you've got to wonder how much longer they'll let him continue out there. Ready now, Hal Hale. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's inside.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Four runs here in this half inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Weeks is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Antoine Fong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a throw over. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble. Comes set. Now the pitch. Ground ball right side. Oh, it
Diving effort as it's off his glove, but they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 1 inning in the books here. The Thunder lead this one 5-1. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Martin Good.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Esparza over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
Batting it, the first baseman, Terry Lindsey.
Stepping in, Terry Lindsey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. Ball 1. Lindsey, 33 years old. He's a 15-year Major League vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cannon is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Steven Oilcan.
Striding into the box, Steven Oilcan. First pitch coming, here it is.
Nope.
The 1-0 home. Heading out towards shallow right. Franchise is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Brian Cannon. First pitch on its way. Low for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Popped him up. Castle shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in to try it again, Adrian Esparza. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. One 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Hey, after the double at his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Franchise, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Ronnie Weeks.
Ronnie Weeks.
Pitch on the way.
Don't let that go.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Bobby Allard.
Now in the box, Bobby Allard. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. One out, nobody on. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Into the box, Jesus Pena. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. Windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and next to hit is the catcher, Mike Hayes.
The catcher, Mike Hayes.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Hard hit toward the hole. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
And they start the third inning the way they finished off the first two, doing damage. As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
At the plate now, Michael Lopez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And that one misses badly. It's ball two.
And here he is in the third inning. Trouble again. He's just not able to find that comfort zone out there.
The 2-0.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Nobody out, runner on first. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Liner toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. His second in as many trips to the plate. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
At the plate, Tiny Ryan. Pena is there to put it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the center fielder, Saul
Stepping into the box, Saul Worthing. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Off the plate, ball
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Wow, his last time out, guys were just flailing away at that slider. But tonight, completely different story. I think their approach coming to the plate tonight was to lay off that pitch until he shows he can throw it for a strike.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the stretch.
Inside, ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Guillermo Sanchez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Hal Hale will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only 1 out now. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Sanchez is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from 3rd. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly, as this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
Now at the plate, Antoine Fong. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 1 run here on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tennessee leads it 6-1. Standing in, Mitch Drew. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, Bruce Castle.
Striding in once again, Bruce Castle. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Taken, but called a strike. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A Ball and 2 strikes now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Still 2-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Lopez has a play, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ty Watts.
Stepping up to the plate, Ty Watts. First offering on its way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Now the pitch. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Brian Cannon.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Adrian Esparza is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering is taken, strike 1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter in. Oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Stepping up now, Adrian Esparza. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
A runner at first with no outs here. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and as Show Track demonstrates to us right here, it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. A runner at second, nobody out. Ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Full count now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll get over to me. Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that?
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Into the box now, Scott Franchise, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Strike taken up in the zone. None out, runners at first and second. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And that's going to plate the runner from second, and it's now a 7-1 game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. To the plate now, Mike Hayes, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And it's quickly 0-2. First and second here with nobody out. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
Fouled away. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Ready once again, Michael Lopez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Left center, base hit. 1 run is scored.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
In now, Tiny Ryan, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 0-1. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Oh, wow. He really yanked that slider across his body, and he almost threw it to the backstop. Nice job by his battery mate to corral that one.
The 1-2. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. Good job of keeping it simple there.
Jesse Collins gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Saul Worthing will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone. From the belt, the pitch. Popped him up. Castle over to his left. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Al Hale.
Coming to the plate now, Hal Hale. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Collins has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Two outs here with a runner at third. Three and 0 now. In there, 3-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
The 3-1. Line drive to center field. Weeks there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We played 4 full. The Thunder lead it 10-1.
Leading up for the Polish, the second baseman, Martin Good.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hard on the ground towards short. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play. All right, so let's turn to Show Track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. Coming to the plate now, Terry Lindsay. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now back, the pitcher, Jesse Collins.
Pablo Piedra will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The numbers on the year, 272. 5 homers and 25 driven in. And it's fouled away. Piedra, a Cuban-born ball player. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Piedra, 33 years old. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Now another 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Skied into very shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Casey Owens gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here now's the pitcher, Antoine Fong.
Tennessee, the pitcher, number 1.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's just out.
Ready with the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
So now to the plate, Brian Cannon, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A couple of walks for him thus far. A 1 pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out. Got 2 balls, 1
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Now batting, Adrian Esparza. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First offering on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. As a look, now the pitch.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Fouled off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Well, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Scott Franchise, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronnie Weeks. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
On its way is pitch number 75. And that's dead center for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
At the plate, Bobby Haller, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 home.
That's ball 2.
2-2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Here now the 2-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jesus Pena. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Slow little roller to third. Reined in. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Mitch Drew started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first.
Nope.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Misses. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and now it'll be the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Mike Hayes.
From the stretch, and he fouls this one off. And he lays off for ball 1. A 1-1.
Count 2-1.
Ball even at 2-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Digging in once again, Michael Lopez. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First offering on its way. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Pena is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Tiny Ryan.
So stepping in, Tiny Ryan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two and 1 to count. 2 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Now at the plate, Bruce Castle.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. Now another 1-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Sinker, 3-2 now. Ty Watts is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
So striding in, Ty Watts. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Nobody out, runner on first. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. A runner at first with no outs here. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just 1 earned run. Travis Blondie comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Travis Blondie.
At the plate now, Martin Good. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Another one sent foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, Terry Lindsay, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. uppercut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Castle isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Now the relay home. And not in time, as he just crosses the plate in time.
Great piece of hitting here. Man on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Calvin Parks will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench, as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. And a ball, 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. Tennessee is on top 10-2. Manuel Rosario comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Saul Worthing.
The center fielder, Saul Worthing.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A 1-0 pitch on the way. High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Al Hale.
Now at the plate, Hal Hale. First pitch on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Now the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hops this one up. Good. Onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Now a throw over to first. Runners back. Into the box, Travis Blondie, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Two and 0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Outside, 3-0 now. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
The left fielder, number 22, Brian.
Into the box now, Brian Hannon. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, third baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Digging in, Adrian Esparza. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. So far this year against Southpaws, Esparza is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
1-1 to count. Two down, runners at first and second. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 8th inning coming up. The Thunder are out in front 10-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ronnie Weeks.
Ronnie Weeks.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Whoa, that's down.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 2.
And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And, of course, we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Standing in, Bobby Pollard. First pitch on its way. Right on the inside, Black taken for a called strike. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
And this is not an easy play when you have the range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
At the plate, Jesus Pena. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Dero, when you've come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Mitch Drew is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Racing back, the right fielder. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
To the plate now, Bruce Castle. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed.
1-1.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
2 out, nobody on. Into center field, line drive base hit. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Now batting, the third baseman, Todd Watts.
Stepping in now, Ty Watts, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he takes strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Tennessee is out in front here, 10-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Scott Franchise.
Scott Franchise.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate, Mike Hayes, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. This is on the ground over to first. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The first baseman, number 8, Michael Lopez.
Digging in now, Michael Lopez. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. One and one. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Now the pitch. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2.
We got a full count. 3-2.
Tiny Ryan would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Martin Good.
Martin Good.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Line drive to center field, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Terry Lindsay, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Manuel
Ronaldo Vina will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Now coming into pinch hit, Ronaldo Vina.
In there, strike one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Vina, a 32-year-old veteran. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Ronnie Weeks, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Up top, it's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two out with the man at first. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Thunder come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around. They took that great start to another notch in the win column.
10-4, the final in this game. Tennessee jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Antoine Fong earns his 8th victory of the season. Stephen Oilcan struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
score. First for your victorious home team, 10 runs, 12 hits. No errors, they left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.